We are the OSU Shuaijiao Kung Fu Club. We're modern students of perhaps the oldest style of Kung Fu in China. Hasn't been heard too much about in the United States, but in China it's very well known. It's just called Kung Fu wrestling, and it's the root of many of the styles of Kung Fu. All styles of Kung Fu have some throws. Most of those throws are from Shuaijiao Kung Fu. One of the things that's unique about Shuaijiao is we don't have to always have mats or a partner to train with, because they're very elaborate training systems, and this is one thing that makes it unique. First thing we train with are stances. 1. 2. 3. 'Attention. These stances develop balance, strength, and flexibility. Next, we use basic forms for every throw that we practice. First basic form, pushing.
Pushing in. Hit. Up. Hit. Up. Hit. Up. Hit. Up.
Next, cracking form.
Ready position. And hit. Up. Hit. Up. Hit. Up. Hit. Up.
Sometimes it's hard to tell just how a form is going to be used. Other times it's pretty obvious what a form's used for. This form's called lower body hip control.
The left one count then. 1. 1.
Form row on the side. We do dynamic walking forms to improve balance, coordination, and extension of power. First form we'll be doing is called diagonal striking. The next form is dull sickle, reaping the rice. Our next form is actually right from the Tai Chi. In Tai Chi, it's called flying obliquely, or sometimes spreading the wild horse's mane. In Shuaijiao, we just call it shouldering. And last, a form called diagonal pulling. In addition to the short, basic forms for the throws, we also practice Tai Chi. We practice Chang-style Tai Chi, which is a modified Yang style. What we're going to show is not the whole form, because it's way too long, but just the very first part of it and the very last part of it. Next step in our training are two-man drills. We're going to show a blocking sequence and push hands over on one side. Blocking sequence just develops basic reflexes, because if you don't block the first punches coming in, you're not going to throw the person. The push hands drill is designed to develop sensitivity and movement and balance and the ability to receive and exert power. Attention. In addition to our long forms, we also practice the Tan Tui form and Sing Yi form to develop our kicks and punches. We'll show a modified version of the Sing Yi form. Belts. Thousands of years ago, Swai Jiao Kung Fu wrestlers were some of the first people to actually use gym equipment. It's kind of all the rage now with kettlebells and cable workouts, but they were using ropes and pulleys and torsion springs of bamboo and free weights 1,000 years ago. One of those exercises you can do just with a simple uniform belt, and so we still practice that today in our club. The exercise in general is called belt cracking. And again, this is kind of special to Swai Jiao. First, high and low.
Ready? E, R. E, R. E, R. Ready?
And now side to side.
Ready? E, R. E, R. Ready?
Stealing step.
E, R. E, R. E, R. Ready?
Okay. Turn and diagonal striking.
One, two, one, two,
And back with a kick combination.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Attention and rest.
Bow. Hops. All the traditional Swai Jiao throws can be done just by grabbing someone by their arms. We use joint locking techniques, and with training to produce chin na to control our opponent. This can be kind of rough when you're just getting out and playing around, so we also have Swai Jiao jackets that we put on. These are very heavy, sort of like a judo gi top, and they allow you to grab your opponent and throw them very hard and also control them very well. With the jacket, it's much easier to grab an opponent who's fighting back at you, so it allows for a lot better control and play when we get out. We'll show some of the applications now of these basic forms. So first, Emil and Mark. First basic form, diagonal striking. And now the application. First, slow motion. And now normal speed. Next, cracking form. Cracking form.
Cracking. To the left and one, two.
Okay, first, slow motion. And now, more normal speed. Okay. Fine, Mario. lot of people are puzzled when they see the dull sickle reaping the rice and don't see how that would be really applicable to fighting. The form. And now the throw. Slow motion. And at normal speed. Next, an application of the famous Tai Chi movement, spreading the wild horse's mane. The Swaijiao throw is shouldering. First slow. And then, that was very slow, okay. And then normal speed. And last, the lower body hip control. Slow motion. And more normal speed. Now I'll quickly show some direct applications from, I'm sorry, self-defense. Yeah. Quick example of self-defense, where you basically mix blows with throws. So it starts out from a rear choke and an elbow strike. That wasn't that slow. No, that may have even worked. Okay. Okay, let's show the Tai Chi applications. First, from the famous grass bird's tail sequence, and then the horizontal waving hand sequence. So the grass bird's tail. And then at more normal speed. Lastly, beautiful horizontal waving hands, which is a defensive movement.
On normal speed?
Okay, now we just show some light sparring where we're basically practicing with each other and trading throws. This is a competition. This is practicing our techniques. Pa, Emil? Okay, for a couple minutes. Bow. That's one of the scarier ones. It's called outer shoulder throw. Two more. Last one, real quick. Bow. Pat each other. Great. Thank you very much. You can find out more about our style and our club at osukungfu.com. Thank you again.